Thank you for staying with us on the Pulse. Time now for the sport. I'm Gary Al Smith. And today we are doing a bit of talent scouting and sport development, precisely football. Tomorrow there's going to be an event at the St. Thomas Aquinas Park that will involve football tryouts. And in studio with me, on my immediate left is Ricardo Opoku, and we have AJ or Austin Smith here. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So,
thank you, Gary.
Just give us an idea, Ricardo, of Premier Consulting.
Yeah.
Why this is being put together.
Yeah. Premier Consulting started 2012. I'm a product of athletic scholarship that went to the United States in 2004. So to give back to the community, we decided to also set these things up. Last year, we were able to get one player that we sent to Mammoth University, and then he's done an outstanding job, I would say that. So as part of it, I met Austin Smith, who is the president of Elizabeth Elite Academy, and what we've been doing is trying to build an exchange program to help and facilitate to make sure that we can get talented players to transit to the United States university and colleges.
Right, so he mentions an exchange program, which means that you get some of the brightest and best from Ghana, take them there, and then who comes here?
Yeah, we have hopefully developing an exchange where we bring people from Washington State and from the United States over here to Ghana to play and compete with some of the talent that's here. So
what are you looking out for tomorrow? I know it's football trial, so what precisely are you looking out for?
So tomorrow we are looking out for players who are game changers, basically. And what we are doing is players who will meet the standard or the eligibility standard to be able to go to school, to be able to play also professional, to be able to fit into the eligibility criteria for the exchange program as well.
So Austin, your turn. What's the eligibility criteria? What age groups are you looking at, and so on and so forth?
Well, where we're training U8 through U19, so we are very open to
under 8 to under 19.
Yeah, so we start young with the academy. So we train the talent and bring them up through coaching development, and we hope to bring over different age groups and various stays over to Washington State.
Well, interesting. I mean, I've seen so many of these talent programs, and usually if it's not very organized, you can get overwhelmed very, very easily because of the numbers. What are your plans to keep things in check? Because you have not, if I'm correct, you've not done any pre-event screening, no?
No, we haven't done pre-event
screening. So just people can just come.
But this is what we've done. We've reached out to 4 different football academies here in Ghana. Mandela Soccer Academy, Cantonment FC. There's one in Akosombo, and then one coming from Konongo Agogo. So these 4 teams are coming, plus individual players who will be able to register for. So we have kind of a cap. However, if additional players come, we will not turn them away. We always like them to register ahead of time so we can cap the numbers and be able to plan.
So the notice has already gone.
Oh, yes.
People have started registering.
Yes, we did that a long time ago. Yeah.
That's excellent. So anything else we should know? How sustainable is this going to be after tomorrow, and then what?
So after tomorrow, those who get selected, I mean, we talk to the college coaches in the United States. They will go through all the profiles, the videos, the highlights. And once that is done, the coaches will then select the ones that they want, and then we will start working on getting the academic records, which is the educational records. So if you graduate from high school, then we get the West African Certificate exam. If you're in the university, you become a transfer student. If you are currently in high school, you will transfer to high school, and then we work with the same eligibility to get into the Elizabeth Elite Academy exchange program.
Okay, so I mean, I imagine that a lot of people out there themselves, or their siblings and things. I mean, everybody wants to play football these days.
That's correct. Yeah.
But what are the chances of these young Ghanaian players going out there and making it into the big time?
Okay.
Because then the US second tier, the NASL, even MLS, what are their chances?
So right now, MLS had noticed that they want to open up. Usually you have to go through college, graduate, go to the combine and get selected. But right now they are opening up so that people can go straight into the MLS. So that's what we want to capitalize on, so that we can get more talents there. However, you have to be among the best of the best, because they have to pay a whole lot of money for you. So our hope is to find these players and to be able to help them transition there, for them to be successful there, and so doing continue to sustain what we're doing to help all the talents that need the opportunity to excel.
Right. AJ, I mean, just to finish off What's the end game for you as well, apart from getting the talent into the MLS?
The talent is very important. I think the bigger picture behind this is the cultural experience that we're also creating and the dynamics of getting athletes to think internationally from where we're from as well, and to play with, the youth and then into the more elite levels. So.
Fantastic. So it's tomorrow at the St. Thomas Aquinas Park here in Accra, and AJ, who is the president of Ellensburg Elite Academy, and Ricardo Opoku, the CEO of Premier Consulting, will be there as well. Time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any alumni you want to give shout to? Any alumni who stands out as somebody you've picked up? And is it this guy?
Yes. So this is George Akampeke. He's from Boga. We saw him last 2 years, and then he was about to graduate, and then we worked on him.
Graduate in school here?
In school here.
Okay.
So he was playing one of the academies. So when we started, we told him to get all his grades in order. Once he did that, we met him last year. So he came through the last year showcase, and then we saw him, and then we told him that we could get scholarship for him, which we worked, and then he managed to get there. He's doing a fantastic job. We are so proud of him.
Fantastic.
So proud of him.
All right. So talent scouting is a dime a dozen these days, but because of this job that I do, you get a lot of calls and messages on social media about people wanting to, and I always tell them that, just look out for the organized ones. The more organized they look, the better your chances of having a bright future. And AJ and Ricardo have something good going on there. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
I St. Thomas Aquinas Park.
Right.
Thank you for showing up, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So there's a Premier League action, La Liga action also. There's Man United versus Liverpool. We'll do all those previews in our subsequent bulletins, 8:30, beginning on the Joy News Prime Sports segment, and then at 10:30 for the bumper show on the football show with myself and Selwyn. Join us then as we do. And of course, the World Cup countdown is on. It's 96 days to go.